Shalom family, welcome to Feast on Torah. Today, we open the sacred scrolls to Tehillim, Psalm 64. This is not merely ancient poetry. It is a tactical intelligence report provided by the Most High, Yahweh, for his scattered and awakening remnant. Have you ever felt like people were secretly working against you, speaking about you behind your back, smiling in your face but sharpening words like weapons? The truth is, not every attack is loud. Some attacks are silent, calculated, hidden. But here's the question: what does Yah do about hidden enemies? Today, we're diving into Psalm 64, a powerful passage where David cries out to the Most High, not just for protection, but for justice against secret plots and wicked speech. And what we're about to uncover is this: Yahweh hears what people whisper, and he responds. We live in a world draped in a veil of Roman deception, where our identity has been stolen and our true East African homeland has been replaced by a Levantine forgery. In this lesson, we will use the light of the Scriptures to expose the secret counsel of the workers of iniquity. We will examine how their bitter words and diligent searches have built the systems of this world, and more importantly, we will witness the certainty of their sudden downfall by the very hand of the Almighty. Let us sharpen our discernment as we uncover the divine blueprint for our vindication. It is a righteous endeavor to seek encouragement from the Psalms, for they are the heartbeat of the true Israelite soul in times of trouble. Psalm 64 is a particularly potent weapon for the remnant of Yasharal today. It is a divine intelligence report that exposes the methodology of our enemies and guarantees their ultimate, sudden destruction by the hand of Yahweh. As we examine this psalm from the perspective, remember that the wicked and the workers of iniquity described here are not merely generic bad people. Historically and prophetically, they represent the Roman elite system, the synagogue of Satan, and the architects of the great geographical and racial deception that has kept our people in spiritual and physical bondage for centuries. Psalm 64, a lesson in divine vindication. 1. The secret counsel of the oppressor, verses 1 to 4. Hear my voice, O Elohim, in my meditation. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. 2. Hide me from the secret plots of the wicked, from the rebellion of the workers of iniquity, 3 who sharpen their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows. Bitter words. 4. That they may shoot in secret at the blameless. Suddenly they shoot at him and do not fear. David isn't pretending to be strong. He's honest. He admits fear. Key lesson: faith doesn't mean you're never afraid. It means you bring your fear to Yahweh, not people. He also asks Yah to hide him from secret plots, protect him from hidden enemies. This isn't open warfare, it's covert attack. Some of you are dealing with quiet jealousy, hidden resentment, people working behind the scenes, and like David, you must learn to pray before reacting. The encouragement. The psalmist begins by asking for preservation, not just from the enemy, but from the fear of the enemy. Our enemies, the Roman dynastic bloodlines and their subordinates, operate primarily through fear and secret counsel. They use bitter words, propaganda, false history, and educational indoctrination as swords and arrows. They have shot in secret at the perfect, the chosen remnant, taking away our heritage and our land while we were in a state of spiritual sleep. Take heart. Yahweh hears your voice. The very fact that you are awakening to the truth means their secret counsel is being exposed. They shoot in secret because they cannot stand in the light of truth. Do not fear their media, their academic authorities, or their political theater. The depth of the deception. verses 5 to 6. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They talk of laying snares secretly. They say, "Who will see them?" 6. They devise iniquities. We have perfected a shrewd scheme. Both the inward thought and the heart of man are deep. This verse perfectly describes the Mystery Babylon system. Their search is diligent. They have spent centuries crafting a deep, complex web of lies, the heliocentric model, the Levant geographical forgery, and the whitewashing of the scriptures. They think they are so clever that no one shall see them. Their hearts are deep, meaning their plots are multi-generational and highly sophisticated, the Hegelian dialectic. Take heart, their arrogance is their undoing. They believe Yahweh does not see, but he is the one who gave the mouth knowledge. Proverbs 2:6. No matter how deep their heart is, it is shallow compared to the wisdom of the Most High. The snare they have laid for us is the very one they will fall into. David describes the enemy in detail, who whet their tongue like a sword. Words are the weapon. Let's break it down. Sharp tongues leads to words designed to cut. Bitter speech implies intent to harm. Secret attacks, arrow done when you're not present. No fear of Elohim implies no accountability. These people encourage each other in wrongdoing, set traps, think no one sees them. They even say, "Who shall see them?" That is pride. That is deception. Key lesson. People may hide from you, but they cannot hide from Yahweh. Here is the turning point. The divine counterstrike, verses 7. 7. But Elohim shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly they shall be wounded. Notice, the enemy used arrows, words. Now Elohim uses arrows, judgment, and it says suddenly. Means no warning, no delay, no escape. Key lesson. You don't need to fight every battle. Elohim can deal with people in the wink of an eye, in a moment. Their own words become their fall. Verse 8. So he will make them stumble over their own tongue. All who see them shall flee away. The same weapon they used becomes their downfall. This is powerful. Lies expose themselves. Gossip returns to the sender. False accusations collapse. Let's look at the principle. What people release against you can return to them when God judges it. The encouragement. This is the turning point of the psalm. While the wicked are busy shooting their bitter words, Yahweh is preparing his own arrow. This arrow is the truth. Take heart. Notice verse 8. They shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. This is happening right now. Their own hostile witnesses, their own historians like Herodotus and Tacitus, their own archaeological findings in Ethiopia, and their own linguistic admissions about the African origin of Hebrew are falling upon them. Their own records are proving our identity and their deception. When the world finally sees the magnitude of the lie they have told, those who supported them will flee away in shame. The triumph of the true Israel, verses 9 to 10. 9 All men shall fear, and shall declare the work of Elohim, and all men shall fear, and shall declare the work of Yah. For they shall wisely consider his doing. When Yah steps in, people notice, people talk, people recognize his hand. This is not just about you. It's about Yahweh getting glory through his justice. The final outcome. The righteous rejoice. Verse 10. The righteous shall be glad in the Lord and trust in him, and all the upright in heart shall glory. Not in revenge, not in seeing others suffer, but in this. Yah is just. Yah is faithful. Yah defends his people. The upright don't celebrate destruction. They celebrate Yahweh's righteousness. The encouragement, the end of the matter, is the universal recognition of Yahweh power. When the true black Israelites are restored to their true African homeland under Yahawashi HaMashiach, the world will wisely consider that this was not a human political project like the 1948 counterfeit, but a supernatural act of the Creator. Here are some key takeaways from this lesson. Not all attacks are visible, but the Most High sees hidden attacks. Words can be weapons, but Yah judges words. You don't need to repay evil. Yahweh can respond suddenly. What people use against you can turn back on them. Yah's justice leads to His glory and your peace. Take heart. You are the upright in heart if you have returned to the Torah and the testimony of Yahawashi. Your current state of being ashamed or lowly is temporary. The joy and glory mentioned here are your inheritance. So here's the real question. What are you doing when people speak against you in secret? Are you reacting, or are you praying? Because Psalm 64 teaches us something powerful. You don't need to chase every rumor. You don't need to fight every whisper. You don't need to defend yourself against every lie. Yah hears what you cannot hear. Yah sees what you cannot see. And Yah can act in ways you never could. So today, instead of responding in anger, respond in prayer. Instead of defending yourself constantly, place it in Yahweh's hands. Because when Yah steps in, it won't be delayed, and it won't be hidden. It will be clear, and the righteous will rejoice. Psalm 64 is a promise that the truth is the ultimate weapon. Do not be dismayed by the deep plots of the global elite or the Roman system. They are merely actors on a stage that Yahweh is about to dismantle. Stay diligent in the Word. The more you study the true history and geography, the more you are participating in Yahweh's arrow that wounds the enemy. Trust in the timing. The suddenness of their wound, verse 7, often comes after a long period of their apparent success. Repent, for the truth is coming very soon, and it will be the total vindication of Yasharal. The conclusion of the matter is this: though the workers of iniquity have made their hearts deep and their snares complex, they cannot outwit the Creator of life and truth. As we have seen in Psalm 64, the very tongues of our oppressors are beginning to fall upon them. Their own historians, their own maps, and their own genetic admissions are now testifying to the truth of the black Israelite heritage they tried to bury. Do not be dismayed by the shadow plays of Mystery Babylon. Your duty is to remain upright in heart, to walk in the Torah, and to trust implicitly in the right hand of Yahweh's righteousness, Yahawashi HaMashiach. The Ruach HaKodesh is calling the dry bones to life. Repent, for the day of truth is approaching, and the restoration of Yasharal is at hand. If this message spoke to you, stay rooted in the Word. And remember, no hidden attack escapes the eyes of Yahweh. Please like and share this lesson so others will come to learn the truth. Please also subscribe to the channel so our community will grow. Until the next lesson. Shalom.